Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox at Comiskey Park. On the mound for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 11-10 with a 4.20 ERA. And pitching for the White Sox today is Richard Dotson, whose record is 14-10 with a 3.11 ERA. Is it any coincidence that the ERAs are 4.20 and 3.11 today? How crazy is that? All right. So we won the first game of the three-game series against the White Sox. And it's always good to get the win, but I couldn't help but feel a little disappointed. Bert Blyleven pitched 7 really solid innings. I did feel like at any moment he could blow up, but he kept it together. And then we get to the 8th inning, and there's 4 left-handers coming up. So I'm like, there's no way I'm going to let Blyleven pitch to 4 left-handers as a right-hander. So I brought in Capizzello, and what does he do? He gives up a run to tie the ball game. But then I ended up bringing in Weaver, who also had to eventually go through the right-handers, and he managed to get the save, and Dave Smith got the win. So the player of the game yesterday, who deserves special mention, was Lance Parrish, who went 3 for 3 with a walk. One of those hits was a triple, and he had a stolen base on a missed hit and run by Kevin Bass. So it was a good game all the way around. For a 3-2 game, it was like 44 minutes long. But it was a solid game and fun to watch. And we've got the second game of the series today. I did have John ask me about the Yankees and who they have on their schedule to play for the rest of the season. So let's just take a quick look, because that is a good question. It looks like they've only got to face the Mariners for 3 games. And then they got a ton of games against the Rangers and Angels. They've got 5 plus 8. So 13 games to go against those 2 teams, 3 against the Sox, and then they finish in their own division against Milwaukee. So they have a fairly easy schedule if you don't count the 3 games against the Mariners. They've got 3 games against the last place Twins. So, comparatively, we have these 2 games against the Sox, 6 against the Mariners, 7 against the A's, and then we finish up against the Royals and the Rangers. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough stretch for us, but at least we have most of our games at home. This 10-game road stand is going to be a real tough one there. Okay, let's get on with today's ball game. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. Let's pull that up. Okay. All of the bullpen is available today. Still just aching to get Morris Madden in there. We need to get blown out or have a big lead, large enough for us to bring in Madden to face those left-handers. But Jack is on the mound today. He's had 2 good starts in a row. He's won 2 in a row. So maybe he's got his act together in time for this last month. The current White Sox lineup is batting .221 against him. And here's our lineup today. Sweet Lou is listed as tired. We took Lou out. And we got Jody Reed in there, not Solars. We're going to put Jody Reed in there, who's 0 for 3 so far this season. And the rest of the guys are the ones you're already very familiar with. Okay, let's go ahead and officially do the lineup for the Tigers. Batting leadoff and in right field is Eddie Miller. Oops. There you go, guys. Batting second at shortstop is Mark Wagner. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting fifth at playing center field is Andre Dawson. Batting sixth at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting 7th and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting 8th and DHing is Kevin Bass. And batting 9th, playing second base, is Jody Reed. Take a look at Richard Dotson. He is in his first full season in the majors and doing a solid job, making his 35th start. He's 14-10 with a 3.11 ERA, 225.2 innings pitched already. Opponents are batting 241 against him. He's got 123 strikeouts in those 225 innings. And 7 complete games, 2 shutouts. His fastball tops out around 89 miles an hour. Everybody's 89. Ground ball percentage at 43%. Fastball is his best pitch, rated in 89. It's got a curve at 81 and a slider mixed in. Overall, rated in 88 and still has some room to grow. This guy could be an ace of the staff here. Well, he is already their ace. I guess technically he's in the first spot. But he's only 23 years old. So I think the White Sox have some really good years ahead of them. Here is the Sox defensive alignment today. Is everybody back in their normal spot? No, they have, Buddy Bell's in there at third base. I was confused just for a second because the White Sox have 2 third basemen named Bell, Kevin Bell and Buddy Bell. No relation. Okay, here is Eddie Miller leading off, still batting .362 versus right-handers. And he walks. Oh, man, I want to send him so bad. We're going to do it. 25 stolen bases on the season for Miller. Curveball, and he steals second base, number 26. 26 out of 35. He's ahead of Gibson now for the team. Second place on the team. Okay, Mark Wag's up. We want him to hit it to the right side at the very least. Oh, that's hitting it to the right side. Base hit for Wagner. Run scores. We are not going to go for 2. I mean, Rusty Kuntz does not have a great arm. But we got a good thing going here. It's time to hit and run with Kevin Hatcher. Average at 310. He had a couple of hits yesterday to get back to 310. Wow, an inside pitch. Hatcher doesn't even do the courtesy for Wagner to swing. But Wagner is safe at second base. That is only his 3rd stolen base of the year. That's really not, I mean, his speed is average. Certainly capable, but it's not his thing. Okay, well, it worked once. We'll try to hit to the right side with Mickey Hatcher, I should say. And he gets the job done, getting Wagner to 3rd. 1 down. Gibby up. Gibson 4 for 5 against Dotson. I was going to say we'll set up a sac fly, but you know what? Let's just let Gibby swing it. Oh, nuts! That was a bad call on my part. I should have tried to get that runner home with a sac. We've been playing small ball, and it has really been working out for us. The Wagner base hit that scored Miller, we haven't had a lot of those. It's all been bunts, sacrifice flies, grounding into a double play and a run scores. Anyway, it's 1-0 Detroit. We go to the bottom of the first. We probably waste an opportunity there. Let's take a look at the White Sox lineup for today. Batting leadoff, playing first base is Mike Squires. Batting second at second base is Neil Fiala. Batting third in center field is Oddibe McDowell. Batting cleanup in left field is Ron Kittle. Batting fifth at shortstop is Fran Mullins. Batting sixth and catching is Biff Pocoroba. That's my favorite name. Batting seventh in right field is Rusty Kuntz. Batting eighth at third base is Buddy Bell. And batting ninth and DHing is Henry Cruz. Jack Morris on the mound. Let's take a look at Mo. 29th start, 11-10 at 4.20 ERA. He's smoking hot. 121 Ks in 182 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .239 against him. That complete game shutout was on opening day, and then he hasn't done anything since then. He is on a 2-game winning streak. Let's look at his log. Gather around. He did face the White Sox back on the 22nd and got the win. In fact, that was his last win until this 2-game winning streak. And he has been decent in those 2 wins. 15 innings, giving up 5 runs and 10 strikeouts, keeping his walks to just 4. So he's on a nice little streak here. I guess he is technically due to get his ass kicked. He's going to have to start off with 3 lefties. That is not an easy way to go. As you look at the Tigers' defensive alignment, Jody Reed at second, rated an 88. Only Gold Glove for the Tigers is Eddie Murray at first. Okay, here's Mike Squires leading off with a double into the right center field gap. Oh boy, this feels really bad. Yeah, we're going to pull the outfield in. Oops. There we go. I mean, if this, pardon me, folks. If this were a real ball game, I mean, outfield in is not a strategy, but I wouldn't have them so far back. So in real baseball, they'd probably be about halfway, except for maybe the right fielder might be back. But at any rate, we're trying to prevent a run here. That's what we're doing on the base hit. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And the run scores anyway. So Morris has given up a run on 2 hits already. Here's Oddibe McDowell striking out. Wow. That was a foot outside. 1 out. Here's Ron Kittle. And he walks. Wow. Morris, this is bad. I feel it in my bones as Mullins hits a ground ball and they turn to double play. My bones have been wrong before. As we go to the top of the second, it's all tied at 1. So each starting pitcher had a little bit of a rough go. Why does it look like Richard Dotson is squirting out a hard-boiled egg? I don't know. Here's Eddie Murray. Murray, as expected, ground ball to second. 1 down. Here's yesterday's hero, Lance Parrish, getting his batting average back up to 281. I knew he wasn't going to hit 30 home runs this year, but I definitely thought he'd get to 20 as he hits a ground ball to third. I almost feel like we've capped out our home runs. We hit so many early on, and now, unless you're someone off the bench or a minor leaguer, they're just not hitting home runs. 1-2-3 inning for Dotson. We go to the bottom of the second. We got Pocoroba, Kuntz, and Bell. Biff, a comebacker to Morris, tosses him out. Morris is at 29 pitches already. 1 down. Rusty Kuntz, fly ball to center field. 2 outs. Here is Buddy Bell. Gold Glove, third baseman. Ground ball to short. Wags throws him out. So a 1-2-3. Good bounce back innings for both pitchers. We go to the top of the third. Here's Jody Reed. This guy had 38 doubles in the minor leagues this year between single and double A. I want to see if that translates. He's never played a game in triple A yet. I'm sure that he'll probably start in double A next year, and then I'll move him up to triple A at the draft. It's kind of my philosophy. Also, you know what? I wanted to mention this. I always think of this, but I always forget to mention it. Is my thoughts on Baseball Mogul. When you start out a career, you pick a year to start. We chose 1980, and we're in 1982 now, so we're in our 3rd year. I feel like it takes 6 years of playing to get your team to where you want it to be. You lose all the bad contracts. You get all the right people you want. if you can get to the playoffs before then, you just are lucky. I think it takes like 6 years, unless you're starting with a team that's already stacked, you know. And if you have a mid-market team like the Tigers, as Miller gets a double, if you're a mid-market team like the Tigers, you have to manage your budget. You have to be careful of how you spend your money. And so you're strapped when you first start this game. We're going to finish, as Miller gets his 13th, we're going to finish in the positive for money, for a profit for this season. But having said that, you know, are we a World Series winning team right now? I don't think so, but I mean, we have Mickey Hatcher as our best player, and we'll take it. But Miller goes to third on the ground ball by Wags, and Miller hits a fly. Hatcher hits a fly ball to center. So almost gets another run there. We go to the bottom of the third. So 6 years. That's what I think it takes to build your team to a solid foundation where you're not always trying to figure out how to save money. Jack Morris strikes out Henry Cruz, third in batting average in the American League. Back to the top of the lineup with Squires, who strikes out. So Morris is having some success against these lefties, more than you might have thought, as Fiala pops it up to Reed at second base. 1-2-3 inning for Morris, turning it around after that first inning where I thought for sure he was going to get crushed. Gibby walks to lead off the top of the fourth. We've already got a couple stolen bases. I feel like we're due to get caught. We're going to hit and run. That always is a good possibility in this game. A ground ball by Dawson. Then look at Gibby to second, so at least he's in scoring position as a go-ahead run. Murray. A blooper into left. No, 20% chance we're not going to do it. Kittle does not have a good arm out there, but I believe he's rated 82. That's pretty solid. And then Parrish. Oh, there we go. Base hit up against the wall. His team leading 22nd double. And that's his 49th RBI, which, I mean, is embarrassing for Lance Parrish. But he's got 22 doubles on the year. So we're not getting home runs anymore, but at least we're getting a few extra base hits as Bass, instead of taking ball four, a certain ball four, swings and grounds out to first. Tigers get the lead back. It's 2-1. We got Oddibe, Kittle, and Mullins due up. Whoa. That is a line drive off the wall to center field. A good ricochet to Miller in center. Dawson in center, who prevents that from being a triple. That is his 12th double on the year. Wow, that's a pretty low slugging percentage, but it's his first full season, so he's still developing. Runner on second for Ron Kittle. Kittle flying out. Oh, it drops in for a hit! I thought Gibby had that, and it's tied at 2. What is the deal with the second time through the lineup for both of these teams? All right, so Kittle on first. Game is tied. Here's Fran Mullins. Oh no, there's another blue base hit. All right, well, we've got to pull the infield in. We cannot give up another run. There's no outs. If we can get the runner at home, we can maybe get a double play. Okay, we'll take a pop-up. Hatcher makes the play in foul ground. Okay, we're going to pull the third baseman in since it's a right-handed hitter. If it's hit to Hatcher, we'll hold the run, hopefully. Maybe get a double play. I don't think so. Otherwise, we'll give up the run for a double play opportunity to any other base. Ground ball to third. And a double play. Whoa, around the horn. 5-4-3 double play. That was just dumb luck. The game is tied, though, on the Kittle base hit from the leadoff double by Oddibe. So we go to the top of the fifth, 2-all. Here's Jody Reed, second time through. Deep fly ball to center field. Whoa, one down. 375 feet. He's got a little bit of power. No home runs in the minors, though. Okay, here's Eddie Miller. 1 for 1 with a walk today. And a ground ball to second. 2 outs for Marky Wag. And Wagner grounds out to third. Okay, 1-2-3 inning. Again, good bounce back inning. We need the same from Morris. At 56 pitches, so he's been efficient since the first. Here's Buddy Bell to lead off, and he walks it. God bless it. Every time I say something positive, Morris poops the mound. Runner on first. There's Henry Cruz, who struck out the first time up, if I recall. Flying out to center. Bell holds it first. It's a weird thing to say, but, you know, we've seen a lot of first base runners go to second. I've seen that a lot last year in the majors. Okay. Morris is 3 walks now and 5 hits, so he is not pitching well. And there's 2 lefties to go, including the 353 hitter, Neil Fiala. Gosh, bless it. No. Outfield in. Play back for a double play. Bell holds right. How is he going to score from second? That's on me. I should have pulled him out. I'm an idiot. And now there's no point in taking him out because there's only 1 lefty left. Although we do have 1,000 people in the bullpen. Yep. Screw it. Why does Morris have to suck so bad? I mean, he did occasionally have a rough year in the middle of his career. We're going to bring in Paul Gibson. This guy's a weirdo. Look at him. He's weird. He's a lefty, though. Let's get a double play here. Oddibe batting 200 versus left-handers. Ground ball to third. Can we go around the horn again? Yes. The damage is done. Nice job by Paul Gibson. White Sox have the lead, 3-2. We go to the top of the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Who's the player of the game? I mean, we have 3 hits. So it's kind of hard to say. Wagner had an RBI. Wagner had a big RBI. I don't know. Okay, so here's Mickey Hatcher leading off against Richard Dotson. I feel like we should be down more runs, to be honest. So we're still in it. Think of all the 1-run games we've played this year. Maybe we'll take a look at that after the ball game on the standings page as Hatcher grounds out. We need a home run right now. Like, is anyone going to hit a home run other than Dawson? Dawson has 13 on the year. And another ground out. Middle of our lineup is stupefied. Okay, we're going to the 6th. Gibson comes in, gets an out. I mean, it's double play. Okay, we have not seen Dave Patterson in a while. For good reason. Take a look at Patty. He's 32nd game, 1-1 with that 5.30 ERA. All those hits. Opponents are betting 333. Doesn't walk a lot, but man, he gives up a lot of hits. He does have a save and a bluey. Fastball's around 91. Let's see if Patterson can get a quick inning here. Nope. Kittle's got a double down the line. 17th double on the year. Next up is Fran Mullins. He's popping it up to second. Jody Reed makes the catch. Okay, we're going to intentionally walk Biff to get to Rusty Kuntz. Got a catcher on first. A chance for, no speed here. A chance for a double play with Rusty Kuntz. He does have some power. Above average. This could backfire. Wow. Could and does. That's a 3-run home run. That is Kuntz's 20th home run of the year. Oh, man. Jack Morris. Okay, well, hey, we're going to see Morris Madden. This is our top prospect. Coming in to face a bunch of lefties. Look at what he did in the minors between AA and AAA. 14-3, an ERA somewhere around 2. In amount of innings that would qualify for an ERA title. Opponents are batting .231 against him in AAA. He's even got a shutout in AAA. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. His changeup is his out pitch, though. Fastball's there just for show. Rated an 87, and he peaks at 96. He's a lefty, and I don't like lefties, I'll be honest, as starters. Giving all that opportunity to Bruce Robbins is not something I would normally do. Suck it, Henry Cruz. Oh, Mike Squires gave a reverse suck. As he gets a base hit into center field, Bell goes to third. Neil Fiala's up, batting .182 versus lefties. And a ground ball to Reed. And he'll get out of the inning. Okay, so Patterson, that will be the last time we see him this season. I should just cut his ass right now. We go to the top of the 7th. Richard Dotson in total control. Yeah. Murray striking out. Parrish striking out. Bass striking out. Here's Oddibe McDowell striking out. Everyone's striking out. Let's see how Morris does. Morris Madden, that is, versus the right-handers. Ground ball to short. Wagner gets him. And then Mullins hits a high fly ball to right, dying right on the warning track. So nice job by Madden. That's all I need to see from him. I'll try to get some of those schlubs in. Okay, here's Jody Reed. Still looking for his first major league hit. Nope. Flies out to center. Eddie Miller's one of the Tigers' 3 hits. 2 down. And Markey Wags. Nope. Yeah, this is we were never going to win this ball game. I see that now with the way that Dotson's pitching. So I don't feel too bad, but Morris has just been really disappointing. Good job by Morris Madden. 2 strikeouts in 1 2/3 innings. We got some righties coming up. Let's bring in Rick Aponte. He was our lowest rated player. At one point he was rated 68 before improving with our good minor league coaching system. So he hasn't had a terrible year. More walks than strikeouts, but opponents only batting .161 against him. We'll give him a courtesy inning here. Starting with Biff Pocoroba. I feel like I'm in Las Vegas announcing like a lounge act. As Pocoroba grounds out to short. Biff Pocoroba on the bassoon. As Rusty Kuntz strikes out. Good job by Aponte. And then a ground ball to third. Hey, Aponte! We're going to the ninth inning. Dotson looking for another complete game. This would be his 8th on the season. It's Hatcher, Gibson, and Dawson. Now, the game likes to make it interesting, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a couple cheap runs here. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Hatcher strikes out. Dotson listed as tired now. There we go. Gibson gets a base hit. Dawson will get a home run. They'll bring in the closer. Oh, no, bloop hit. Now we've got Murray. Yep. So he's not going to get the complete game, which is stupid. But they're going to bring in the closer, Salome Baroja. 35th game, 7-3 with that 2.47 ERA. 28 strikeouts, 51 innings pitched. 12 saves, 2 blueies. Not the closer. He is a closer. It's not Pete Roberge. 92 mile an hour fastball. And it's really good, too. 95 rating. It's got a screwball, too. Okay, first and third. We're going to hit and run. Let's see if we can't keep him moving around the base pass. Murray. Oh, God, a comebacker. What a piece of garbage that guy is. As James Kenny comments on a previous game, right as we score a run, James Kenny, the ultimate fan. Okay. Lance Parrish is capable of hitting a home run. Wow. You go to the screwball, and Parrish clobbers it. Unfortunately, it's tracked down by the right fielder, Kuntz, and that'll do it. Tigers lose 6-3 in a game that started off with ERAs at 4.20 and 3.11, and it's time to get high. Tigers lose 6-3. Let's take a look at the standings. Yankees get a game back. I still like that we're a half game up. It always feels more comfortable. Seattle, 4-6 in their last 10. Kansas City, they're not giving up. I also like that we've already won. We've already have 82 wins, so we've won more than we could possibly lose. Texas is eliminated. They're the second American League team eliminated. Let's move along to the stand. Oh, what was I going to show you? I said I was going to show you something. Maybe it'll come to me. Let's take a look here. Today's Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. We hire a bunch of bloggers to write this stuff. New York beats Texas just a half game back. Stephon Weaver, a good performance with a 10-1 win. Pulled himself a good closer, the 10-1 victory, blah, blah, blah. Stephon Weaver struck out 2 Texas batters in innings, scattering 3 hits and allowing 1 earned run. Malberg. Why do they always have to tell you all the things that the team that failed did? This seems like incidental. I got to talk to my writers and have them refocus their what's important about the box score. Let's take a look at the scouting, though, on Stephon Weaver. 13-11. So this is the worst year that he's had, but that's not saying much. I mean, 3.09 ERA. First time over 100 strikeouts. That's incredible. 7 complete games and 2 shutouts. So Weaver, he's a guy that's going to win 200 games in this simulation, assuming we keep going. Take a look at transactions. Let's see. We have Stegosaurus. Dave Stegman. If Clay's watching this in the 2022 version, I'm going to give you like 5 nicknames that you should just add because, I mean, they're good. And Stegosaurus, the nickname for Dave Stegman, who gets a 4-year deal with the Cubs, he should automatically get that nickname. I think, in fact, I think I added it to our game. The Stegosaurus right there. Yeah, so good job by Dave Stegman getting a long-term deal. Also, Juan Berenguer, future Detroit Tiger, here on the Metropolitans, has a pretty terrible ERA, but they're going to go ahead and give him some cash money, Holmes. 4-year extension for $160. And Scott Sanderson, who came over from Montreal in a trade earlier this year, has been a .500 pitcher, which is not going to stop them from dropping a load of cash at his front door. Bill Mad Dog, is going to miss 21 days. He'll be back for a couple of games at the end of the year. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, clowns. I can't believe Morris had another bad game. Player of the game. Oh, man, this is a tough one, isn't it? I think we're going to give it to Mark Wagner, who had an RBI and a stolen base. And we just like Mark Wagner. Parrish did get a double, his 22nd. Miller got his 13th double of the year. Jack Morris couldn't get through 5 after having 2 good starts. I guess he was due. Dave Patterson gave up the 3-run home run to Rusty Kuntz, and we will never see him again. Morris Madden making his season debut, going 1 2/3 inning with 2 strikeouts. Hopefully he's got a long career ahead of him. Rick Aponte getting in there for a out. So the win goes to Richard Dotson. He's 15-10 on the year with 13 saves now from Baroja. That's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 3 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great night.